Hello and welcome back. As always, my name is Laser, and today we're talking about Tracer. We finally got the full information on her abilities and all of the talents from level 1 to level 20. The information comes from the Reno Gazette Journal, link in the description for the source material. We're gonna jump into abilities. Now, we did receive information on these a couple of days ago, however, these have kind of been updated, so let's just review so we know what we're talking about. Her trait is Reload. Tracer is able to execute basic attacks while in motion. Activate to reload all ammo over 0.75 seconds. This trait activates automatically when player ammo reaches 0. Basic attacks consume ammo and add pulse bomb charges. You can attack 10 times over 1.25 seconds, draining ammo with every shot. Reload sets your ammo to full. So she will now be the hero with the fastest AE speed in game. Up until her, Tychus was the fastest with 4 attacks in 1 second. Tracer will be able to do 10 attacks in 1.25 seconds. Now keep in mind that she will be held in check by this ammo and reload mechanic. Also worth noting that she's the first hero who can actually do AAs while moving. Her Q ability is Blink. Quickly dash toward target location. Includes free charges, 6-second cooldown per charge. Now this doesn't mean we cannot use blinks in close succession, okay, 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2 or whatever, okay. It just means that each charge of Blink has a 6-second cooldown. We can burn all of them or one of them or whatever, okay, however we choose to go about it. Her W ability is Melee. Now I'm not sure if this is a placeholder name or not, but deal damage to an enemy, prioritizing the nearest enemy hero. Reading this is probably not a targeted ability since it says it's prioritizing the nearest enemy hero. Hitting non-heroes grants 5 pulse bomb charges. Hitting heroes grants 10 pulse bomb charges. 8-second cooldown on this ability. And don't worry, you're gonna learn what pulse bomb is in a second. Her E ability is Recall. Return player to the position they were in 3 seconds ago. Also refills ammo and cleanses negative status effects. Comes with 1 second of invulnerability while it casts 24-second cooldown on this one. Earlier in the week we were told this had a 30-second cooldown, now it's down to 24. I see. Now you get 1 second of invulnerability while it casts. So that means what? That means that it takes 1 second for it to actually cast, for you to be back where you were 3 seconds ago. You're gonna be cleansed of everything, and it's a 24-second cooldown. Now, obviously this is an extremely powerful ability, but the cooldown is huge for a basic ability. Okay, initially it was 30 seconds, that's the info we got, now it's down to 24. Awesome. I love Recall. We're gonna move on to her Heroic Pulse Bomb now. This is the only heroic you got. You do not have a choice at level 10. You start with Pulse Bomb from level 1, but as you saw from the basic abilities, you need to charge it up in order to use it. Pulse Bomb, Tracer's only heroic, attaches a bomb to the first target hit. Now, just from this text alone, this tells me it's a skill shot, okay? And from the gameplay footage we got up on this point, this has to be a skill shot. Dealing damage in an area or twice the amount of damage to the primary target. Dealing damage charges this ability, costs 100 charges to cast, holds a maximum of 100 charges. Now again, looking at the text for this ability, first off, it's a skill shot. If it's gonna hit one target, it's gonna deal double the amount of damage as if it would hit multiple targets. You gotta charge it up to 100, and you can't stack pulse bombs, meaning you can only have 100 charges. You can't stack 200 or 300 and cast 2 or 3 pulse bombs in a close succession. Okay, you're gonna be able to do one, unload, then start charging again. Alright, that's it for the abilities. Let's move on to the first set of talents. Level 1, Pulse Strike. Increases melee's pulse bomb charges from 10% to 15% against heroes. So faster charging for your heroic ability from your melee attack W. Slipstream reduces Recall's cooldown by 4 seconds and increases the amount of time recalled by 1 second. Normally you would be sent back in time 3 seconds ago. Now you're gonna be sent back in time 4 seconds ago. Good cooldown reduction on this one, 4 seconds. So you're gonna have a 20-second cooldown instead of a 24-second cooldown. But the 4 seconds part now, it's gonna be tricky because it's gonna depend on the situation. Sometimes you would want to be sent back in time just 3 seconds ago, depending on your position. Sometimes you would want 4 seconds ago. So I think it's gonna be a tad iffy. But again, the cooldown reduction, obviously, it's gonna be good. Tracer Rounds. Your basic attacks reveal enemies for 4 seconds. This is going to be useful against cloakers and while chasing through the brush, as Lunara proved in the past. Level 4. Parting Gift. Recall leaves behind 3 bombs that deal damage each to different targets. So it's not going to be like Sergeant Hammer's little mines things. Okay, these deal damage to different targets. Again, I think it's the first time I see this weirdish effect. So the 3 bombs will not be able to hit all of them a single target. Is that a health pack? Increases regeneration, globe, and healing fountain healing by 100%. Not to be confused with amplify healing. That increases all regeneration effects from all sources. This one just from globe and healing fountain healing. Increases regeneration, globe, and healing fountain healing by 100%. So no mana. Then again, does she have mana? I don't even know if she has mana. Untouchable, final option at level 4. Takedowns increases your basic attack damage by 2% up to 30%. These bonuses are lost on death. So one of the old style quest talents. There's no quest reward on this one like you saw in the reworks. Now Blizzard is working with quest talents that also have some kind of a reward at the end of them. This one, no, this is more like a gathering power of sorts. You're gonna lose everything on death. It's a snowball talent, and the problem with snowball talents, as always, while you're doing good, they're great. While you're not doing good, well, they're pretty much useless. Level 7, Jumper, increases Blink's charges by 1. So instead of 3 charges for your Blink, you're gonna get 4. There you go, clear and to the point. Bullet Time, basic attacks lower the cooldown of Blink by 0.1 seconds. Let's keep in mind that we can attack 10 times in 1.25 seconds. What is unclear at this point, what I'm really not entirely clear on, is how big is the magazine for Tracer. Is it 10 rounds? Is it 20? Is it 30? It's not really specified anywhere, so there's a question for you. Spatial Echo, using recall grants 2 charges of Blink. So we're gonna use our E ability. We're gonna be put back in time 3 or 4 seconds depending on how you talent it. Then we're gonna be able to double blink if we so desire. Huge mobility on this hero. Obviously she's got extremely good mobility options, but I think this is just speculation. Okay, I think she's gonna be extremely squishy. It's gonna be more of a question of can you catch her rather than can you kill her. It's gonna be harder, I'm guessing, till you actually get an actual stun, a CC on her, and then you're probably gonna be able to rip her to shreds. Let's think of Vanilla then Haunt. Okay, I was just off the top of my head, you're gonna cast Haunt on a Tracer, but she can use recall again to get away. So that's what I'm guessing. Is gonna be hard to actually get your hands on her, but after that she should go down fairly easily. They gotta balance out her mobility like that. I'm guessing, again, speculation. Level 10 heroic upgrade. So like I said, you're not gonna be able to get a choice in heroic. However, at level 10 you're gonna be able to upgrade your pulse bomb. First option is sticky bomb, increases pulse bomb radius by 50% and enemies hit are slowed by a whopping 60% for 3 seconds. This is huge, especially on a melee heavy team composition. Sticky bomb is the CC option. Quantum spike, pulse bomb deals an additional 10% of the primary target's maximum health. So against high HP targets, against something like a Cho'Gall, there you go, this will be good. This is the damage option. And finally, pulse rounds, increases pulse bomb range and charge rate from basic attacks against heroes by 100%. Picking this one up will allow us to use pulse bomb more frequently, so better charging for pulse bomb and range. But I don't get it. Increases pulse bomb range and charge rate by 100%. So the range would be increased as well by 100%. Am I reading this one wrong? You guys let me know in the comment section down below. But it would look like it increases the range and the charge rate by 100%. Alright, let's move on to the final talent tiers. Level 13, Bullet Spray, increases melee's radius by 50% and causes it to damage all enemies in range. Okay, so normally it would damage only one. Okay, reading from this one, like I said, it can't be a targeted ability. It's probably gonna be like a circle around you, and if you don't pick this one up, it's gonna prioritize a hero. If not, it's gonna hit a minion or something or whatever. I don't think it's a targeted ability. Again, I think it's like a circle around you. Next option, Ricochet. Your basic attacks have a 50% chance to hit another nearby enemy, prioritizing heroes yet again. That's a nice part. So a 50% chance, not guaranteed. I'm wondering what's the splash range on it, how big is the actual range. This is definitely interesting. Leeching rounds, your basic attacks against heroes heal you for 20% of their damage. Then let's keep in mind that probably our basic attacks are not really gonna do a lot considering the extremely high AA speed and the reload speed and so on and so forth. But then again, and you can't couple it with Ricochet either because it's on the same talent tier. So yeah, our basic attacks are not gonna do a lot, but again, 20% of their damage. We do a lot of them. Okay, we don't do a lot of damage, but we do a lot of them. This is gonna offer her a little bit of sustain. How much we'll have to play and see. Nobody up until this point actually had a chance to get some alone time with Trace. Level 16, Sleight of Hand, reduces reload time by 50%. This equals 20% more damage per second. So they actually tell us how more DPS this gives us. This is rather unusual for a tooltip. Reduces reload time by 50%. Let's keep in mind that the reload time is 0.75 seconds. With this one you're gonna get 37.5. Extremely quick reload. Focus fire. If an entire ammo magazine is unloaded on an enemy, the last bullet will deal 90 bonus damage. This is equal to 30% of the total magazine. Now I gotta ask, is this damage at level 1 or is this damage at level 16? Okay, because from this little bit of damage here I can actually kind of figure out how much she does through her basic attacks. Obviously because I got the amount and I got the percentage there. But I don't know if it's at level 1 or level 16. But there you go. This looks pretty good. Again, it says if an entire ammo magazine, we don't know how big is the magazine. Is it 10 bullets, 20 bullets, 30 bullets, 50 bullets? There's no clear info on how big the magazine is at this point. So that's gonna be interesting to find out as well. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be hard for us to unload our full magazine considering the attack speed, but then again I don't know the actual amount of bullets I got, so there you go. Lock and loaded, final option at level 16. Reactivate reload within the last 50% of its cast time to increase your basic attack damage by 35% for that magazine. 35% seems like a lot, but look at the requirement. Reactivate reload within the last 50% of its cast time to increase your basic attack damage. Now I don't know if we're gonna get some sort of a cue like when it is in the final 50% of the cast time. Is it gonna glow different? Are we gonna hear like a bell, something or like that? This might seem like, oh, it's so hard. Again, 0.37.5 seconds is an extremely short amount of time, but you know what, Blizz? We got programmable buttons since like 10 years ago. We can actually make a macro. I can make a macro in 30 seconds flat to actually reactivate this on precisely the moment I wanted to. Okay, so it's kind of false difficulty. We can use programmable buttons. It's not cheating. We've been using them for 10 years. So I don't know about this one. If it's like it is, I'm just gonna make a macro because again, that time window, super small. Level 20, get stuffed. Really? Reduces melee's cooldown by 3 seconds, clear to the points. Okay, so your W ability cooldown reduction 3 seconds. Hitting an enemy with melee who is stuck with a pulse bomb causes the bomb to instantly explode and knocks the target away from you. Now this is a bit weird because let me show you. When you read pulse bomb, it doesn't say if it has a delay to it. In Overwatch, for example, Tracer throws out the bomb, it sticks to a target, or it doesn't stick, you're gonna hear that deet deet deet, and then it's gonna blow up. You have 2-3 seconds to react or contemplate going back to the spawning pool and cursing the enemy team. Okay, but on this one, it doesn't say the actual tooltip for the ability, it doesn't say if it's got a delay to it. So that's why I'm a tiny bit confused here. Obviously, it's gotta have a delay, because then this wouldn't make sense. Then this wouldn't make sense at all. Again, hitting an enemy with melee who is stuck with pulse bomb, if it would be instant, I don't think we would have time to actually cast our W. Causes the bomb to instantly explode and knocks the target away from you. It looks like a cool ability, but again, I would like more info on that heroic. Total recall. Recall also heals you equal to the amount of health lost during that time. So this is how recall works in Overwatch pretty much. For example, if Tracer is full health, goes into an engagement, takes a little bit of damage and recalls back to the position she was in before the actual engagement, she's gonna have the health she had then, as in full health. So you're gonna be able to go in with full health, take a little bit of damage, do some chaos, recall back full health, take that in duels. Looks pretty cool indeed. Final option at level 20. Composition B. If you successfully stick a pulse bomb to an enemy hero, so it's gotta be a skill shot, considering this has gotta be a skill shot. You also drop another one at their feet that deals 50% damage and explodes slightly earlier, so comboing bombs. Okay, so again, you're gonna throw out your skill shot pulse bomb, you're gonna stick it to a hero, another one will appear at their feet, but I guess they can move away. I'm guessing they can move away from that one. If not, maybe their CC don't know whatnot, or they don't move away from it, they're gonna get comboed into double bombs, the one at their feet doing 50% and the one on them doing the full amount. Pretty cool. Well guys, that's about it for Tracer, and now thinking about it, considering the gameplay preview, okay, we saw from Blizz, it does have a delay. Okay, again, the pulse bomb does have a delay to it, it's just not specified in the actual text in the talents tooltip. Anyway, I want to know what you guys think about Tracer. What do you think about her kit? What do you think about her talents? Are you excited for Tracer? She definitely looks cool, but I am reserved because I was excited for the Haka too. Again, I had the text, I knew what he was gonna do, and he looked really cool on paper, but in execution when actually playing him, sadly, I kind of got burned out on him extremely quickly and just got bored. She definitely looks like an extremely active active hero, okay, an extremely dynamic hero, high mobility and all whatnot, probably extremely squishy. I cannot wait to get my hands on her for some gameplay. Again, I would love to read your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, my name has been Leyzar. Thank you guys for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you again soon.